Hello students, today we are available with a very nice problem, of Irodo, and I bet this problem will make you learn many things. See here beta, the question, let us solve this question and we will understand many concepts over here. A uniform solid cylinder of mass m, as you are seeing in this diagram, rests on two horizontal planks. These are the planks that I have drawn by the green color. A thread is wound on the cylinder as you see by the red color. The hanging end of the thread is pulled vertically down with constant force F. Find the maximum magnitude of force F which will does not bring about any sliding of cylinder if the coefficient of friction between cylinder and plank is equal to K. Okay, here the coefficient of the friction between the cylinder and plank is given K. What is the maximum acceleration of the axis of rolling cylinder down the inclined plane? This has been asked. It means the two things have been asked. You have to determine the maximum magnitude of force, and second thing, maximum acceleration of the axis of rolling cylinder down the inclined plane, that has been asked. So beta, whenever you get such question to solve, what you should do, you should always consider axis first of all, so that you can resolve the forces along that axis. So for that I am taking this as y axis, this as y axis, this as x axis, y axis, x axis, and this that is along the axis of cylinder, that is z axis. Now you can see, as this force is pulling, so how many forces are applied here, we will analyze it first. You can observe here that the weight of the cylinder will be acting downwards. That is mg. The normal reactions at the point of contact will be acting upwards, such that n1, and the second point of contact, that is n2. Now since the cylinder is rolling, so there will be a rolling friction over there, because it is not sliding. So here let us take this value to be f1 and f2. Since the cylinder is accelerating, let us take the direction of that acceleration in this direction, and let us denote it by AC, such that AC is equal to R alpha, where alpha is the acceleration of angular acceleration of the cylinder while rolling. So you can observe here very clearly beta, that the forces may be combined in this manner. You can observe that forces in x direction, that is equal to F1 plus F2. These two frictional forces, rolling frictions, will be added, and this will give the mass into acceleration times of this particular axis of cylinder, acceleration of the particular axis of the cylinder. Now if I consider the forces of y direction, this is the equation number 1, Now if I consider the forces of y direction, I can see that this n1 plus n2 is equal to the force applied plus the weight of the cylinder. This is the equation number second. Now if I talk about balancing the torques, so I will get equation number 3. You can see here, that is the force of friction and the force that is acting over here. So I can get force that is acting tangentially through the thread into radius of the cylinder minus the friction forces, summation of friction forces, both are acting in the same direction, that is why I am taking collectively, is equal to I alpha, and I is what? Nothing but mr square by 2, and alpha is what? Nothing but acceleration of the axis divided by the radius. You know AC is equal to R alpha. I am replacing the values. So this will become the equation number 3. Let us simplify that equation for our purpose. You can see here beta that F minus F1 plus F2 it will be equal to M into, you can see I alpha, so that will be MR. M1R has been cancelled, so we will get simply a relation, that is MAC divided by 2, because this RR has been cancelled and here also R has been cancelled. We are getting, let it be equation number 3. Let it be equation number 3. Now one more condition is there. Beta, that since it is rolling condition, there is no slipping, there is no sliding over there. You must get that this friction, here what we will get, here we will get the friction that you are getting, that must be less than or equal to K times N1 plus N2. Why? Because K is the static coefficient of the static friction, that's why we are taking this K N1 plus N2. This equation is equation number 4. Now just we will try to solve these equations and we will try to determine the value of maximum force over there. You can see just by observing these equations, equation number 3, from equation number 1 putting the value into equation number 3, we can get from 1 to 3. If I just put the value, I can get this force F is equal to, you can see this F1 plus F2 and here F1 plus F2 divided by 2. So this will be a simple mathematics over there, that is equal to 3 by 2 F1 plus F2. This will be. Now if you go for equation number 4th and combining the results of equation number 4th and 2nd, you can write here that this force must be less than or equal to 3 by 2 of K, that is F plus mg. N1 plus N2 is equal to F plus mg. That we can do. You know, I have taken these two results. I have used this relation equation number 4, and the value of N1 and N2 I am substituting from equation number 2, and that's why I am getting this value. Okay, and after rearranging the terms, you will get something like that, that is equal to 2F minus 3KF is less than or equal to 3K mg, and from there you can determine the value of force, that is F is equal to less than or equal to 3K mg divided by 2 minus 3K. So beta, what could be the maximum value of the force? That is the upper limit of this, and you can observe here that F max can be equated to 3K mg divided by 2 minus 3K. This you have got here, the maximum force that must be applied so that cylinder will only roll, it will not slip. Another question is that you have to determine the acceleration, the value acceleration of axis, and that we can use the equation number 1, that acceleration is equal to K in the bracket N1 plus N2 divided by small m. From equation number 1 and equation number 3 perhaps we can do that. See here beta, the value of N1 plus N2 is F plus mg, and the value of F I have determined, that is maximum force. So here you put the value, you can get 3 kmg, divided by 2 minus 3k, and 1k is multiplied here, plus mg, wait, I'm getting some problem over here. Let me shorten the screen so that I can write over here. Okay, no problem, let us write that in this manner. Wait, this I can write here, like that, 3 kmg plus mg divided by m. Now if you will solve this beta, you will get the maximum value of the result, that is the acceleration, and this will be equal to 3 kmg will be cancelled there, and we will have 2 mg mm will be cancelled, and we will have something like this, 2 kg divided by 2 minus 3k. So this is the whole solution of a question. A very nice question of Irodo is there, and this I have discussed to help you so that you can learn how to deal with the complex problem. That's all. Okay beta, let us end class.